When I'm seated alone and I think about ChainTalks, there are several times I always imagine, is it possible that there's someone out there who really enjoys what we do, who see value in what we do? And then I go through the comments and I go through the fact that people share our content, people love us. We get DMs that thank you. Someone you brought on the show said exactly what I was going through, and it was superb. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in a long while, I got some sense of satisfaction from actually coming out here every time, facing the lights, facing the camera, and giving you quality content. We're going to be continuing the onboarding series, and we have an amazing guest here with us. You know what to do. Make sure you stay tuned, like this video, share to your friends, and make sure you don't enjoy alone. This is ChainTalks, and you're welcome. Hey guys, it's always delighting to be here. My name is MC Rich and welcome to another episode of the Onboarding Series. Today we have someone very interesting. So whenever I have the opportunity to link up with this particular person, we always get to gist for so long. We'll try as much as possible to make this podcast not too long because we promised our viewers that we'll make it concise so we can have more episodes with the same person. Go good, maybe talk everything with our head for just one episode, just so you can watch this, get inspired, learn a few things, and then go back to your regular daily activity. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you're welcome. On the show today in the studio, we have an amazing personality, someone I admire so much, not just because of his hairstyle, and not just because of his portfolio, of course, but he's someone I have listened to over time. I've seen him teach in the Chain Industry Academy, and I mean, there's always something to learn from this particular guy. He's none other person than our very own Timora. Please make welcome Timora. Timora, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
It's so beautiful. So behind this scene, let's say behind the scene, we're having like a lot of conversations, right? And it's always interesting conversing with someone that tickles your mind. That's what people call it. They call it tickling, like it tickles your brain. You go come bring out things where be see me, I don't even consider. And then I go come consider them. Then I'll come talk about them. And in the process of talking about it, you begin to gain clarity, right? So that's why I had to suffer. So you don't stress me.
Sorry about that, man.
Yeah, but welcome to the show finally. Today we'll be doing the onboarding series. And the reason why we're doing the onboarding series is we noticed that a lot of people want to get into the tech space, into the Web3 space, but sometimes they get confused. I've had a lot of people message me, Papa, I won't start. And then 2 weeks later, they've not started. Sometimes we feel like it's because they don't have the right foundation. Probably they've not heard stories of people who actually started from nothing. People who share the same story with them and actually made it happen in this space. Some people are afraid of a lot of things they've heard about the crypto space. Some people don't want to lose their small money. There are a lot of buyers. There are a lot of buyers in this space. So we do this so they can see that it is regular people that are making these extraordinary things happen. So I want to start with you, with you and this question. How was your onboarding process like? What was life for you before Web3, and what is life right now for you? It's deep.
That question is deep, bro. It's deep. So if I'm to think about it, what was life for me before Web3? One thing about a very young person is you are very ambitious and very optimistic about life. But that's all I had. Just the ambition and the optimism. So Web3 just put all my energy into something that was working. That's the truth. And there's nothing you could do for a young person, I think, from the teenage age than helping them put all their youthful or young energy into something that is going to work. So that was what Web3 did for me. Web3 just helped me channel my energy into something that was going to work. So right now, it's been 4 years plus, and honestly, I only regret how I did not know about it before then.
Wow.
That's my only regret. It's been amazing. And I don't think I belong anywhere else. To be very bold on this, why I say I don't think I belong anywhere else is I have explored other options that initially were fascinating to me before I came into Web3. And they don't appeal to me so much anymore. And the the benefit I've enjoyed from Web3 and the potential I also see to enjoy from Web3 is far-reaching. That this is my life, bro.
Web3 is your life.
This is my life.
Oh, amazing. So for some of you that are doing Web3 on the side, someone is telling you here that this is all I know, this is where I am, and this is where I'm comfortable at. And it's a beautiful thing to see. So let's talk finances.
Okay.
Of course, there have been life-changing money. Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see your before and your
After.
now, yes, it's I mean, you cannot compare. So what would you say Web3? Were you one of those guys that saw money early in the space, or you had to grind through a lot of process? For you, do you think that some persons are lucky in this space, or it took a lot of iterations, a lot of hard work before you could say finally that I made something good for myself in the space?
I like to judge wealth from different perspectives, because you get one thing when person they talk. I think that's as Latin talk. I don't want like person where get money where no get.
No be lie.
Sure you get. And they always talk say the life we want to live. And the life we say people go enjoy today, we go follow them enjoy. And then when they enjoy tomorrow, we go follow them enjoy. So that's idea of have you seen money? Do you touch money and stuff? Right now, I look at it as sustainable wealth. Not say you just touch money now and then tomorrow you know get. But coming to the space, let me just say my onboarding into Web3 was instant. What I mean by instant is this: I never knew anything about Web3. The day I heard about Web3, that was the day I was working in Web3. So people say Web3 is difficult, but I think I had it even far worse, because you were expected to deliver on a subject matter you are just hearing. For learning, and you are given time to learn before you can start, delivering, let me put it, offering any kind of value. But I was expected to offer value while I just heard about it just now. So I was literally learning, let me say, on the job, and I feel like it was very difficult. What I tell some people at the academy most times is what you see today as the academy broken down into 3 months and 4 months is something that I learned in probably 2-3 days. Like I learned it in 2-3 days. There was no chance to come back for a class. All you had to do was just understand everything. The first day I got introduced to Web3. The first day I got introduced to crypto. First day I got introduced to Bitcoin, altcoins. I got introduced to trading. I got introduced to DEX in the very same day by Empato in his room, guy. And now you can imagine learning what we are doing at ChainTalks right now in one afternoon.
Do you know, if you told me, if you had mentioned another person's name, I would have probably want to doubt. But knowing Empato for the kind of person he is, I know say no be cap. He would be on that thing until
you get it.
Either faint or you get it.
Yes. Either faint or you get it.
You either get to a point where you surrender, you throw white handkerchief or say, but I cannot breathe.
Is that thing we talk? It's very real. The reason I said that thing we talk is very real. They say, after each class, you go carry us, go the church, go buy food for us.
Yeah.
Because it be like Jesus Christ after the 5,000 feet. After they don't teach them finish. You can't do these 5,000 people. Oh, they go faint for road.
It did exactly like when we
get
meetings.
Give them food chop.
Yeah. Empato go talk, hold meeting. They supposed to be for 2 hours. When you hold out for 4 hours, the next thing they don't start to share meat pie. Because everybody knows that you're all not finished. That's another extra 1 hour. That's amazing. That's amazing. It's actually cool to get to experience, someone and talk well about him. It's a good thing. Anyways, that's quite interesting. So you had to learn. For you, it was instant.
Yeah.
And then you took ownership of that and you learned. That's a beautiful thing. Do you think that a lot of people might have probably left the space, having faced so much pressure that you had to face? Because I'll tell you for a fact, it is better to understand what you're doing while you're doing it. I have a theory.
Yeah.
If I hit my hand on this wall with 50 Newton of force, it will not be as painful as if you carry my hand and hit it with the same 50 Newton of force. The difference is that I did it myself. My body, my brain, my mind, everything will calibrate it such that it knows that this pain is expected. It will prepare me for it.
Yeah.
But when you do it to me, the same force, my hand might get broken because the body and the mind works together. I feel like if you were given a direction, like this is where we're headed, learn this thing so we can get here, it might have been easier for you. But because say you had to deliver, like you said, without even knowing the use of what you were delivering, it definitely would be difficult. How was that experience like?
It was overwhelming. I started to decline in my grades. I was like a top tier student in my department. I think I had probably, I'm not bragging, but I had like the second best result in my year one. And I think I came into Web3 towards the end of my year two. And the kind of grades I was having wasn't even looking like the kind of student that I was. And the reason why that was so is because I'll be awake all through the night. And the thing that I'm doing all through the night, I've just gotten to like 20% of delivery. So I have 1 week to do something. And sometimes I'll still deliver late because I was not even understanding anything. I was forced to understand and still deliver. So it was very, very overwhelming. It took me a while, but I was excited by it, which is why I did not complain. So despite the fact that it was overwhelming and very challenging, I was excited by it. I was already seeing the possibility, and so it was exciting despite the difficulties.
Yeah, I feel you. That's cool. It's cool that you at least saw possibility in what you were doing. I have this question, and it could be a bit personal. Was it difficult for people to understand your journey? People like loved ones, friends? Because I know that Web3 has a way of keeping you in. You won't be like every other guy, obviously, if you want to see results, right? Is it that when you started learning, you had other people that were learning with you, and hence it was easy to continue? Or you were just doing this thing and then people misunderstood you? Like, I mean, if your grades start slipping and you start being inconsistent with school and all of that, your parents will start asking questions. Yeah. Your friends will start, Timora, waiting this up now, what's happening? Was that a factor that could have probably made you stop at some point?
Yes, looking at it, let me come from my parents' perspective. My parents understand me so much. They know I'm someone that tries a lot. And even when I came into school in year one and I was struggling, I just told them how it was. In fact, I wrote JAM 3 times before I got admission. The second one, they did not see the result. It was so bad. After I saw it, I thought it. I cannot remember the score, but I know it was terrible. It didn't meet 200. They don't know it. And I just told them that it was bad and I regret it, but I'll do better. But they just understand that I'm someone that strives for success. So I feel very embarrassed by that. So even during this period, my parents just understood that it's challenging, but I'm somehow making a right decision for myself. But they will still be, advising me and telling me that it's good that they sent me to do, that I should make sure that I do well. So that's from the perspective of my friend, of my parents. Then for my friends, I carried a few of my friends along, but I'm someone that can survive alone. So even when it's been a while since I visited the gym, but I used to work out back then when I was a teenager. I did it started with my parents' backyard, and I did not have money to buy a rod. I used wood to put this, I think, metal plate. I don't know if it was from a car engine. That's what I used. People in my compound were saying, does your mom have food? Like a Camponi and Didia? Like that's the BBO for those who don't understand. Does the mom have food?
You never chop, you did gym.
Yes.
If you like gym.
So that's how it was, but I kept on going. I think after a period, maybe like 2 years, my body was now getting the muscles were building up and toning. My brother started to join me, and they could not face me anymore. They saw that I was getting potential, I was getting stronger. They did the same thing to my brother and said, you think he's going to be like your brother? You think you're going to be like your brother, but your mom does not have food though. And I laughed. I just realized something in that moment, that people will always be there to discourage you.
Yeah.
If you have your drive, sometimes just let people be, because most of the times the people around you will be the ones discouraging you. But for my Web3 journey, I carry a few of my friends along. Not all of them are here with me today in the space. Some of them have retransitioned back to the space. Some of them have jumped into other things, but still tech related. But one of the closest persons that I brought into the space that is here with me today is Kelly. And we've been grinding since that time. I started off 1 month like that, and by the end of the month, I had brought him to Impact. I said, this guy is good and he can do 1 or 2 things. So we've been doing Web3 together. So I feel like this is one person that is part of my Web3 journey, in a sense that when I'm pushing, he's pushing. When we are competing, it's a healthy competition. I think there was a time that we even had a challenge that you must make this amount of money in a particular month, and the person that does not make up to that amount of money will pay the other person $50. So imagine you're the one losing and you're still the one giving out $50. That's a crazy way to push yourself, but we're doing it together. The competition was not against each other, but it was to push each other. And I always hate that I'm winning without him. So I just feel like this is someone that has always encouraged me. Maybe aside from the words, I'm someone that already is very, very motivated myself, but encourage me in a sense that when I'm pushing, there's sometimes that you just feel like, let me just chill this period. Make I just chill.
Bro.
See, guys, that's very real low. It gets sometimes like you won't chill. You just be tired. Maybe because something we're pursuing do not work out.
Yeah.
You will just vex that period. So you just say, make
or
I just
they delay payments.
All those kind of things.
Pay me now, please.
So that kind of thing, you just look at my guy, he's still putting the effort, and let's get up back on our feet. We pick up. So I feel for my friends, I did not really get any side talks. They just know that someone even told me you should have been an Igbo man because I was overworking. I was doing this business in school. I was doing Web3. I was working for another man as a virtual assistant in Lagos. So I was just doing a number of things.
Wow. And Omo, and the course you studied, like we studied, for those that don't know, we did chemical engineering in school.
Yes, he was my senior colleague, by the way.
Yes, sadly.
No man.
because you know when we started school at the time, the word senior colleague was very big in our ears because engineering made it feel like when someone is in year 4 and you're in year 2, Omo, is your father.
That's the mindset.
Bro, like most of the guys are in politics today. They didn't start today. Those days, if you see them with their well-ironed shirt and their, ghettoed trousers and all, Baba, I go like say, God, which time I go reach this
like
level?
this.
Like, it was fun because, we had something to look up to, right? But when I start to get carry over, as per se, I be direct entry student.
Guy,
and I had to. There was a time I even wrote an exam with you, Zef.
Yes, like I don't know you see.
And this time I was popular in school because I was hosting all the social nights.
Yeah.
I was everywhere, big boy. I was doing shows, So school, whenever I'm here, it feels like I'm succeeding, and when you come back to school, it feels like it's dragging you down. So if you can hear us talking about it, you are in engineering, you're whatever thing you're doing, and it's probably a course where you cannot pay your way, through it. Baba, you have to make up your mind. Do you really want this certificate? And if the answer is yes,
go for it.
You go for it. You have to multitask. You cannot be like the regular guy.
Yeah.
You honestly cannot be like the regular guy. My result is my result. If you are not proud of it, that's your business. But I graduated with a good result.
It's my result, guys.
It is my.
I'm okay with it.
Till date, bro, I have never, not for once, till date, I'm approaching 30. I finished school since 2020, 2021. And I'm yet to submit my CV for a job. The time I did a job, like a regular 9 to 5, I worked because I offered a skill. The only thing they needed for me was a proof of probably my admission letter, just to show, I really go school. From my first interview, I was busting head. So Web3, Web2, whatever you do, basically, self-motivation, carrying your guys along, like you have explained, and then leaving people with the side talks and then focusing on what you want to achieve as a person. I think that's the best way. You have to be. People think that you have to be antisocial to be successful, but when you remember, even Elon Musk, they play video game.
Guy. And he has friends online.
He has
it's crazy.
He goes to parties. I've seen Elon Musk, if I'm not exaggerating, I've seen Elon Musk in 3 to 5 different movies. The last movie I saw recently, I can't remember the name now, but I saw a guy named Mark Cuban. So these guys make it feel like bad, no time for anything. But not lie. It will take a true genius to make you understand that it is just time management that you need, and that's it. So I'm going to end with this question, Timora, because we promised them that this podcast is not going to be too long, so that we will not say everything we need to say. We're going to start another series, and then we'll come back and talk about something deeper, This is just the onboarding series to get people comfortable before we start going into the deep stuffs of Web3. So I have a question for you. I know you're a trader. I know you're a jobber. Do you do airdrops too?
Let's just say, if you ask me my current life, my life right now is 40% jobbing,
Okay.
40% trading, 20% airdrops.
20% airdrop. So 40. So there's a balance, right? There's a balance. And that's because you make more money from jobbing and trading than from airdrops. Yeah. So there are people that are like, let's say 80% airdrops. They don't do any job. You understand? Yeah. But once in a while, if a project demands, they do a little bit of post. Okay. So my question is, what would be your advice to someone coming into this space? Probably the person is coming from Forex. Would you say they should probably focus on jobbing, get the money, learn how to trade to see if they can multiply, get all the X's, and then do a drop on the side? What do you think? Or do you think it works differently for different people?
Yes, I would say it works differently for different people because everyone comes in as an investor but of a different profile. When I came in, I was an investor with zero portfolio, like $0, to my portfolio. So I needed to offer value to first of all create some form of capital. That's the truth. But I know many guys that already have like capital. There's somebody that came to chain industry and the man has properties. He sold some of his properties to buy some tokens, $10,000 here, $10,000 there. And he was telling me, okay, I'm expecting another $10,000 to come from this property, but they are not buying at the price. And I'm going to use and buy this token at this price. You see, they are still newbies to Web3, but they are coming with a different profile because they have some capital. Now, someone like that might not want to come and follow you to juggle for jobs of $1,000. All right. They are here with a much confident, how should I say, personality, and are telling you, I'm looking for long-term investment that I can grow my capital. But for someone like me, when I came in, I was coming from the perspective that I need to first of all build something before I can start investing. So I don't know which one you are. If you are like most of the Nigerian youths, like me, I was like that. So Sakpa don't tie us down. That means you shall need some form of income. I can't tell you what you should do, but I'll just put you in 3 directions. You either do jobs, or you do contests, or you do airdrops. These ones are like zero
$0,
cost.
yeah.
Zero
You don't
cost.
have to pay to do any of
You don't
this.
have to pay to get started on those, and you could make a lot of money from those. Then from there, all right, you could jump into any other thing that interests you. It could be trading. It could be investment. Trading is an investment, but I like to separate it because trading, most people trade with a shorter term in perspective, but investment, you can have a much longer time frame for when your investment is going to mature. All right. So whichever one you are, right, choose what works for you. If you are coming in with your skill, or you're coming in with like zero capital, then you have to look for the things that require zero capital for you to get started with, and which is the 3 things I have mentioned: airdrops, jobs, and contests.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Timora.
Yeah.
I believe that today we've had insight, and I want to say thank you for sharing your story. I mean, like the way you put your words, person no go no say na serious suffer you been suffer.
Guy.
You get it, like you move from one level of enjoyment to another.
Oh boy, I was making the money that time for someone that was in 200 level, but I wasn't even showing on my body because the whole stress,
The stress was too much.
the food was not doing anything. Yeah. You mentioned we should talk about Flick. How about that?
Flick.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So so the markets now, you've transitioned from trading. Okay, you still trade features, you trade spots, but now you're into prediction markets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So what was that about?
So generally, I love trading because I love it just makes me analyze the market, and I'm in love with the market. I just love finding out what tokens is going to do in the next week, in the next few months. But since I've explored trading and I've lost a lot of money from trading, I'm always open to better alternatives to trading and how to grow my portfolio without blowing it. So I discovered prediction markets. I know of poly market, but I didn't really explore poly market. But recently, I came in contact with Flick through a friend that is a creator, and I got to learn about the platform, and I realized that this could be the future of trading because, we've had cascade of liquidations last month in October, since the whole Trump-China tariff issue. But with prediction market, most people are not exposed to liquidations because you just make predictions, and whatever the outcome is, that's how you make your profits. You're mostly going to be holding stable coins which makes you less vulnerable to what? To liquidations.
Yeah.
One thing that I see on Flick, because I can't talk about other prediction market that I haven't really explored, is that right now you don't even have to. You can either lose your money or leave a profit. That's how it works. But the unique thing that I like here, which has been an edge for me, is that you can enter at any price. Do you understand? And you can leave at any price, even without the market resolving. So I'll just paint with you a scenario. If, for example, and the beautiful thing is this, it doesn't even have to be about the crypto market. You could trade on any subject matter. I could trade on a prediction that says, will Elon Musk post tomorrow? Yes or no? Or will Elon Musk post 5 tweets tomorrow?
It's that easy.
It's that easy. And then if you say yes, if he posts up to 5 tweets, you make money. If you say no and he doesn't post, if you say no and he posts more than 5 tweets, then that's where you might lose money. But the thing is this, between that time when the market is running and when the execution is supposed to be, because there's a time frame, maybe it is stated on the 4th of November. So from 00 UTC to like maybe 23:59 UTC, will Elon Musk make 4 posts? If you said yes and Elon Musk start making posts, the chances increase. You could exit with your profits even when the market has not fully executed or the time has not ended.
Okay,
So,
let's say he's supposed to make 5 and he made 4, but the time has not elapsed.
even if he makes 1 or 2, if you feel like the chances are now increasing and you see a decent profit you want to leave with, you can just leave. And the funny thing is that if you leave like that, you still leave with profit. If by 11:59 Elon Musk does not make 4 tweets, the market resolves to no, but you already entered yes and you left with profit before the final resolution of the market comes in. So that gives you like multiple options to the outcome of what the trade can be, because you could be right, you could be wrong. But even when you feel like I might be right or wrong, you can have certainty, maybe 70% certainty that this will play out and maybe 30% doubt. But without your 70% certainty, you entered at a very good price and you exit even before the market's resolved and you still left with profit.
That's amazing. I think we would all have to explore Flick. Major shout out to
Sky
Remedy.
Yeah.
Major shout out to Sky Remedy. Hopefully, I'll be having him here on the podcast to talk more about Flick.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, real soon. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. We want to say thank you for your patience. As usual, if you want to keep seeing us, you want to keep supporting us, all you need to do is subscribe to the Chaindustry YouTube channel. Make sure you share this video to your loved ones. Post it on your status, on your Twitter. There's going to be a short video where you can use, so you can embed the link and then so people can see what we do here and gain knowledge. Thank you so much. We love you guys so much, and it's always a delight to bring you this amazing content. Timora, do you have a shout out to them so we call it a day?
Okay, guys, I'll just say do what you're doing and don't give up. All right, I feel we are in the most financially abundant generation of the world. It is much more easier to make money this decade than there has ever been. So far, you are doing something that you see is working for other people to definitely work for you. If you copy people's efforts, you will definitely copy their results. All right. You may not have the exact same result because, MC Rich is MC Rich. I'm Timora. I'm not MC Rich. MC Rich has met 5 people and I've met 5 people, but maybe different people. But if we copy the same effort, we'll arrive probably close to the results. Your life will be better than what it was, and that's the ultimate goal. You're not competing with anybody. You just want your life to be better than how it was yesterday. And I'll just leave you with one last thing. Don't put your energy in an industry that has limited opportunities. You're better off achieving success in an industry that has so much opportunities. That is why I'm in Web3, because you could just sleep and wake up one day and when Idolo is deciding to do $1,000 giveaway. And I feel being in an industry that has so many opportunities increases your chances of achieving success.
Thank you so much. So ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for listening to us. This is ChainTalks. I remain MC Rich. My guest here is
Timora.
And we'll see you some other time. Thank you.